What's that?
Them is my clothes, not P.O. Box. And my clothes that I got.
Text Kennedy. Hey, I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think, like, say...
Oh, today we're back, and yep, we're talking DDG once again, you guys, because if it's not DDG himself, it's his minions doing his dirty work, aka the Capaholics, pushing false narratives, delusions of grandeur, and things that are never gonna happen. But before we dive into that clip, we have to talk about this disturbing footage of Danny J apparently leaving bags of clothes just sitting in his car. Danny J has apparently found a new female to stream with now that things are done with India Love. And we need to unpack the mess of this clip, because for someone claiming to be so rich, so influential, so powerful, even if you're not on the level of a Kaizen, a Dusky, or an iShow Speed, apparently you've got bags of clothes just living in your car. It's giving straight-up homeless vibes. Like, what are we doing? Nonetheless, we're about to get into DDG moving bags of clothes for this new female he's now presumably going to be streaming full-time with. Let's take a watch and listen.
What's that?
Clothes and shit.
Your clothes? Like you giving them away?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Can I go through them?
Huh?
Like this is like designer? What is it?
Nah, it ain't nothing. Huh?
First of all, hold up. What in the actual hell? Why there's straight up bags of clothes just chilling in your car? That's what I need to know, because low-key it's giving full-on homeless vibes. And then wait, if it's gotten to the point where you gotta make room for someone and shove bags of clothing, like literal trash bags, into your trunk, what are we even doing here, guys? And then who is this poor girl just standing there like, oh my gosh, is this designer? Can I go through it? Can I have something? Girl, if you've never had anything before, just say it. Just be honest. But no. What in the world is happening that these women feel like they gotta stream with DDG to become something? And now that DDG's putting you on, suddenly there are bags of designer stuff and she's losing her mind asking, oh my gosh, can I have some? Have you lost it? Have you completely lost it? But hold on, that's not even the wildest part, because fans saw this clip going viral and thought DDJ was out here being rude, tossing any fan mail, merch, or stuff sent to his P.O. box straight in the trash. They really thought DDG was throwing away their gifts. So of course, DDG had to step in and set the record straight. And see, this is exactly what I'm talking about with DDG. Why does drama cling to him like glue? Why is there always some scandal, always some negativity, and somehow everyone else is the problem? The haters, the people out to get him. But this is not normal behavior. So let's break down DDG's side of the story.
Them is my clothes, not P.O. Box. And my clothes that I got that I lost. So them bitches is still in my car. I need to get them out. It's real drip in that bitch. Major drip. So I need to go get that bag out and figure it out. But I got, nigga, that shit full of fucking, that shit full of, I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna do unboxing today. I'm gonna show niggas what clothes I got in that bitch. So y'all can see. I would never throw away y'all shit. I wear P.O. Box shit every fucking day. Every day I wear P.O. Box shit. I don't throw away none of y'all shit. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna wear it. But I'm gonna keep it. How you lost them, it's none of your business. But people with brains understand like where my clothes came from. It wasn't from the P.O. Box. It was from, you know? But it's my clothes.
So let me guess, this is another subtle jab at Halle Bailey, right? Another little dig at your ex. Because hold up, what do you mean you lost your clothes? You literally, quote-unquote, lost your clothes. You know what this has given me? My brain is just trying to connect dots and make sense of the chaos. Like 2 + 2 = 4, not 44, right? Anyway, here's what I think went down. If this is about Halle Bailey, big if. My guess is DJ still had some of his stuff at her place for way too long. And honestly, we don't even know the exact timeline here. But when all the drama hit last year, the restraining orders, the protective orders, the no-contact orders, obviously DJ couldn't get his stuff back. And somewhere in that window, Halle Bailey, was acting like things weren't serious yet. It was on the low. But then last year, things clearly got serious with Scott Bridgway, the 3-time Grammy winner, you guys. And obviously, DJ knew there was zero chance of getting back together. See, I get DJ's strategy. He and Halle split at the end of 2024, but somehow in 2025, allegedly, his stuff is still sitting at her house. And what does it feel like? It's giving full Kehlani vibes. Come grab your folded clothes. But Halle? Nah, she's throwing his stuff in trash bags. Straight up what Remy Ma did to Papoose. Papoose wouldn't leave, even though they were done, still crashing on her couch. But once she exposed him, she was like, okay, come get your clothes. They're out on the porch, in trash bags. Now that you're suddenly going public with Clarissa Shields, it's like, come grab your stuff. Get your clothes out of my house, Halle Bailey. Here's what I think happened. Things are serious with her and her man. Maybe they're talking engagement. Maybe they're secretly engaged. I don't know. Maybe he even moved in. I don't know. Bottom line, DJ's stuff had to get out. Daddy J had to clear the house. And I'm guessing maybe a third party was like, yo, here, trash bags of your stuff. DJ, probably in his feelings, just left them in the car. Probably just let them sit there because he doesn't want to let go. He's thinking maybe one day I can get this stuff back. But newsflash, there's nothing to bring back. And then he's trying to sell it off. Oh, it might be some drip, might be designer, you know what I'm saying? But didn't India Love say you take back your designer stuff, allegedly? Maybe he missed the window since these bags were allegedly sitting there. But here's the key, the timeline. When exactly were these bags given to DDG? And it's given that Halle didn't hand them over. It was a third party. That's the vibe. Maybe he got them during one of the 2 alleged supervised visits over that 6 or 7 month period. Maybe that was part of the exchange, not the one in Italy, but the one in Los Angeles. That's likely when the bag of clothes landed. When was that? Last September, I think. And now we're left with the question, are you just letting bags of clothes sit in your car for months on end? No. So the final clip we've got to break down is straight up riding the wave. Halle Bailey and her man, Scott Bridgway, had a whole date night, you know what I'm saying? It's Grammy's weekend, music's biggest weekend, and they're out here hitting all the pre-parties, the pre-celebrations, the whole vibe. Holly's getting all the positive press, new album, new man, new movie, and now her man's phone about to blow up. Not only did he produce, he's one of the top-tier producers, part of Kendrick Lamar's GNX album, featured on it. And he even did the Nike commercial for the LA Dodgers. He's winning the World Series for Squabble Up because he produced it, you feel me? He produced Luther, some of the biggest tracks on the album, and he's a 3-time Grammy winner with multiple acceptance speeches under his belt. So now DDG's trying to step in like, well, I make more than a producer. I'm bigger than a producer. I got more influence than a producer. Oh, but wait, here comes D.A. Frost out of nowhere, dragging up Halle Bailey and DJ's exes, you guys. So let's watch and listen.
Text Kennedy. Hey, I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think, like, say, like, obviously this shit would never, ever happen, right? But if Moo was to do a stream with either Halle, Ruby, or Kennedy, which one y'all think would be the littest one? Damn, I just want to see what y'all think. That's crazy. I literally just want to see what y'all think.
Is DDG seriously run out of female streamers to collab with that now we're dragging up as exes as potential collaborators? I mean, think about that for a second. You cannot tell me that this hasn't been a private conversation between Deshae Frost and DDG. There's absolutely no reason to bring it up on camera and then hit us with that weak little disclaimer at the beginning. Well, hypothetically, this would never happen, but come on, we see exactly what's going on. That's not just chatter, it's a strategic move. It's testing the waters. They're trying to gauge reactions, see who bites, figure out which ex might actually respond to DDG's call for a collab. And then Day is over here coaching, like, say everything. DJ's not that bad. He's cool with his exes. Forget the fake news. Forget the false narratives. DDG's a good guy. He's really nice. Not petty. Not narcissistic. Not obsessed with his ex. Who said that? Listen, I see through the game. I see the ridiculousness. It's wild. And now, suddenly, Halle's name is just floating out there. Like, why now? Well, except DDG can't say her name directly. That's why he's throwing shade at Dodd. And we throw shade at Scott Bridgeway by calling him a producer, because back then, you didn't even know who Halle was with. That's why, allegedly, you were going through her stuff, mad her bed wasn't made, throwing accusations like there's another man, da-da-da-da-da, but you didn't even know who he was. And now we know. One of Kendrick Lamar's top producers, a 3-time Grammy winner, someone at the very top of the game. And now y'all don't know what to do. You're unraveling, falling apart. Meanwhile, Halle's career, straight up soaring. The momentum is insane. The awards buzz, the media attention, the collaborations, everything is moving upward for her. They're so mad. They honestly thought Halle Bailey would have to crawl back to DDG, begging for scraps, piecing together what little remained. And guess what? It didn't happen. It wasn't ever going to happen. You feel me? Halle moved on. And she didn't just move on, she leveled up. She's with a man who's genuinely crazy about her, completely in love with her, and who doesn't need the internet to validate it. That is the ultimate flex right there. He doesn't need to go online flexing his drip, showing off his money or throwing subliminals at anyone. Nope, he handles his business offline. And apparently, he'll tell you to your face exactly what's up. Allegedly, DDG. You get what I'm saying? There's no rah-rah energy, no attention seeking for clout. He's protecting something real, something meaningful with Halle Bailey, something DDG completely failed to do. And that's exactly the problem. DDG failed to nurture, protect, and cultivate his relationship and family with Halle Bailey. He threw it away, treated it like those trash bags sitting in the back of his car, literally. That's exactly the energy he brought to that relationship. And Halle, she said, enough is enough. I'm not taking this. I don't deserve this. And she moved on, upward and onward. And you cannot handle it. You cannot. There's no reason to hop online and throw petty digs like, oh, well, this was mine, but it got tossed in the trash. Weak. And now I'm irritated just thinking about it. And hypothetically, what if Halle ever appeared on stream again? In a million years in Neverland. When would that even happen? That's right, you know the answer. It's a long shot, basically impossible, which is why YouTube's algorithm keeps throwing these old DDG and Halle clips at us every time there's any kind of news. I see what you're doing, algorithm, trying to keep the receipts alive, trying to make us relive the drama over and over. You know what I'm saying? But let's get real. This behavior is just weird, childish, immature. DDG means to let go, move on. Drop the fantasy that he and Halle Bailey are ever getting back together. Newsflash, y'all, it's not happening. Not now, not ever. And that's exactly the point. You cannot rewrite the past. You cannot force what isn't meant to be. So, with that said, that's it. That's all. Finale is finito. End of the road, end of the line for this video. But before you go, I need to hear from you. Drop your thoughts down below. What do you think about DDG's behavior, about Halle leveling up, about all this drama? Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you catch every new video the second it drops. And with that, I'll see you guys again very soon. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and you already know the vibe.